I just checked the election results and saw that you won. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'd run for the office of Director for the Roseman Community Services District. I was fortunate enough to be elected by the community. Thank you very much for it. I look forward to the challenges.
This is November 11th. We're out here on Roseman Boulevard in front of the Wanda Kirk Library. And it looks like there's a heck of a gopher digging out here. And all the turf is ripped up. But I've got an expert from Kern County over my left shoulder here, Aaron Duff, right?
That's correct. And
he said he would graciously answer a few questions. So what actually is happening here, Mr. Duff?
What's happening here is a re-landscape project designed to conserve water by removing the turf and replacing it with drought-tolerant trees and shrubs that are native to this environment.
And that probably will save a big water bill to the county.
And that's the hopeful desired results.
Yes. Right. And probably make it look really nice all year round.
Yes.
How long do you think it'll take to do that? This being November and the holidays coming up, you think by January maybe?
Our plan is to get it completed by the year's end, yes.
Oh, by the end of December.
It may take a little longer than that, but that's the plan.
I would like to add my name to the list of candidates that you will be considering for your open board seat. I'm sorry I did not provide a resume. Very briefly, the last 30 years I have spent working full-time at Southern Kern Unified School District. The last 8 as the Chief Business Officer. I do know my way around a budget. As a matter of fact, have been in control of a budget of $27 million. I know 2 things about water. It comes out of the ground and it runs downhill. I am aware of many of the things that RCSD, the projects that you have on your list. I read the paper, and you've done many great things. You have many great things on your list of projects, and I would like to be considered for whatever expertise I have that I might be considered for this position.
I'd like to be considered for the director's position. I've wanted to do that for years, even back when it was down when Bobby Maley was on the board. But me being pastor of church, I couldn't do that. But I'm like Charlene, I'm fixing to resign, retire, and the son's going to take it over. And so I'd like to be considered for it. I follow the water banking in the paper. I watch the paper real close. I know about the treatment plant. Robert Shear took me to his house and went over a whole bunch of stuff with me. And as far as being experienced in water, I'm not, or sewer, but I would sure like to become that.
I have an undergrad degree economics and business. I have a master's degree in business management. I was a director for 12 years on the board here. I was the president of the California Special Districts Association. I was the treasurer of the California Special Districts Association, just to give you some of my background. I'm retired Air Force, retired as a Master Sergeant. I'm retired from Los Angeles County as a Chief 1 police officer, police chief. I had a business, Regional Patrol Service. We closed the business because of economics during this past year. We closed it March 31st, so I'm fully retired. Well, one exception. I am a designated Level 1 Reserve Deputy for Kern County, and I have to work 200 hours a year to hold that certificate. So, but I would like to be considered for the vacancy on the board.
I just wanted to make sure that we had a consensus with the board because it was a request to the board. And we're not going to delay
I, Charlene Melchers,
I, Charlene Melchers,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and this Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties upon
the duties upon
which I am about to enter.
which I am about to enter.
All right. We have a motion and a second on item 2 of the action calendar.
To cancel.
To cancel.
Go ahead, jump in. So you must be sold on hybrids. If this is your 7th,
we get them through grants.
Uh-huh.
So it's we 50-50 grant. So we manage
Sure.
a $30,000 car we essentially get for $15,000.
Uh-huh.
But we have to take an older polluter out of the system.
Yeah.
You know, we actually just it has to be salvaged.
Sure, and they're scaled composites.
There's White Knight
About
1.
6 miles northwest of the airport, 4,700.
Roger, that's the
Aircraft storage out there.
Sure.
FTA, Flight Test Associates, is one of the bigger companies on the airport that actually stores and maintains these aircraft.
Uh-huh.
So we rent them land.
Space. Yeah.
Land, store the planes on.
Sure.
We call that the boneyard.
Uh-huh.
Those aircraft won't fly anymore. They're in various states of being dismantled or whatever.
Okay, 40T hangars you call them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a scaled plane. It's called the Aries.
Oh, okay. Okay, is that privately owned or is...
No, it's scaled.
Scaled's working on it?
Yes, it's one of their test aircraft.
Uh-huh.
Flight test aircraft. Of course, our administration building and
restaurant.
And then the old tower is security and Unicom at night. Our tower is open Monday through Friday from 7 in the morning to 5 in the evening.
Sure.
And then after that, we're what's called an uncontrolled airspace.
Everybody's got to eat, whether they're famous or
It's a good meeting spot.
expert or not. The Rutan Wall, he made it.
Over there is a picture of me and Dick before he flew the rocket-powered Long Easy from here to Cal City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then below that is Chuck Yeager when he was here a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
It's myself and Chuck.
I know them all, yeah.
How has your guys' season been going so far?
It's a tough season, but you know, like we give it everything we got.
Yeah, we never quit, so should be. It was a good season.
What grade are you guys in?
We're seniors. We're both seniors.
What do you guys plan on doing after high school?
I'm going in the Air Force.
And I plan on playing college football.
What grade are you in?
9th.
How has your season been going so far this year with the high school?
It's been going pretty good. It's really fun being a freshman. It's like way more intense than the game.
How did it feel playing Friday with varsity as a freshman?
It felt extremely different because it's way faster, like more intense.